Hi, it's Kunjal Kanabar from imcome.com, and for the last 8 years I've been helping entrepreneurs build and grow their businesses online. Now the reason I'm making this video is because a subscriber recently emailed me and asked me what my favorite traffic source is. Now without doubt my favorite traffic source is solo ads. Now solo ads are the quickest and easiest way to get traffic to any website you want, no matter what niche it's in. Now what a solo ad is, it's a paid advert to go out to someone's email list, to someone else's email list. So you might be starting from scratch, but you could go to a list owner who owns 10, 20, 50,000 people and has a list of that size, targeted people that have already subscribed to a list and are very receptive to other people's offers. And then you could go to that person and pay them, $100, couple $100, depending on how many clicks you want, and pay them for a certain amount of clicks to your website. It's the fastest and easiest way to get traffic. All you have to do is simply approach a list owner and say, look, I want to pay you X amount for a certain number of clicks, or just simply ask them, I'd like to buy a solo ad to your list, how much will that cost? And then you can negotiate with them. And the good thing about solo ads is that you can build up just 5 or 6 solo ad vendors who you work with and use those 5 or 6 people every month to bring in consistent traffic to your website every single month without fail. And the other thing is there are no restrictions. There's no Google or Facebook telling you what you can and can't advertise. It's scalable. So if you buy an ad for 1,000 clicks to someone's list and they send an email to that list, get 1,000 clicks, you pay for those 1,000 clicks and you get a certain amount of sales. You can go back the next month and buy 2,000 clicks and then just double your sales from that. Now, obviously you can't go out and hammer the same list over and over again, but you can space it out and you can find really quality list owners in any niche you want. Now, solo ads are a really quick way to test offers, to get the ball rolling with a website. So the first thing I do when I create a website is go and find 10 or 15 solo ad vendors, no matter what niche it's in. This is in health, wealth, relationships, any sort of niche you're in. You can go to the top people in your niche. You can go to the clickback marketplace. You can search Google, find those vendors, contact them with a contact link on their website. Sometimes they'll have an advertised link there. You can just contact them and see whether they offer a solo ad in their list. Now, if you've got a good product, if you've got a good service, then they're very likely to offer you that, because people are always looking for ways to make money with their website, with their list. So they're very likely to send an email for you. The other reason that I really like solo ads is they're evergreen. I know for a fact that in 10 years' time, there are going to be even more solo places to buy solo ads from. This is never going to die because people are always going to be building email lists. Email is the most profitable and responsive medium on the internet, despite any social media. It really is the king, and I think it will be for a long, long time. So you can go, 10 years from now, it's going to be around. You can go to any person and they'll want to sell you clicks. So that's my favorite traffic source. What I do recommend is that you start small. If you're just getting started with solo ads, then just go out and buy 50 clicks from a vendor. Buy 50 clicks per day going to a certain site. That's a decent amount to learn which solo ad vendor is good, which one's bad. They're going to be good and bad ones, but the key here is just to cut the bad ones out and keep using the good ones, and just whittle away and just get a solid list of 5 or 6 vendors, and then your traffic is completely sorted for the next month, for the next year. And then you can keep finding bigger places to advertise, and you can actually branch out once you're profitable with solo ads. It can give you a really huge return on investment, because if you think about it, the people on these lists are people who have already responded to similar offers as yours. So they're quite responsive. They're proven to click through on emails, so they're going to be very receptive to signing up for your newsletter list and getting emails from you and responding to those emails. The other thing is that I do recommend that you send this traffic straight to a squeeze page and collect these people's email addresses first, because as you know, there's no point sending 1,000 people to a sales page and getting only 2% of people to buy and then losing the other 98%. It's better to collect 35 or 40% of the people's email addresses, so you've got 400 email addresses that you can follow up with, and you can really build a relationship with, and then you're going to end up getting way more sales. So start small, use multiple vendors, and send all the traffic to a squeeze page, and then via that squeeze page send them to a sales page selling a low priced front end product, somewhere between $20 and $100, I'd say, are the best price points. So anything more expensive than that, sometimes, you know, you won't get you a great response. Anything lower than that, I don't know if it's going to be worth your time unless you've got a good backend in place. So it's all about the sales funnel you use as well. But my favorite traffic source above all others is solo ads, and I'll always go to that source first before I go to anything else.